Picat verified exam questions. What is the force that changes peat to coal? Pressure. Solve -22 plus 33. 11. Which of the following blood component is responsible for clot formation? Platelets. A square room has a 12-foot-long wall. What is the floor area? 144. What is a measuring unit for the pressure of a liquid? Pounds per square inch. The argument was not only wrong, it was incoherent. Disjointed. What branch of science deals with the science of earthquakes? Seismology. Factor x caret 2-64. X plus 8, x 8. At an airport, 25% of the flights arrive from within the state, 35% from out of state, and the rest from other countries. How many flights arrived from out of state, if a total of 240 flights arrived? 84. A computer's microprocessor is actually integrated circuit. Where are the reproductive organs located in angiosperms? Flowers. Abode. The place where one lives, home. What is the reciprocal of 15 2/3? 3/47. Which of the following is a true statement about an electron? It exhibits some properties of waves. Mayonnaise is an example of an oil and water emulsion. Remnants. A small remaining quantity of something. Simplify 32/7. 4 4/7. A student bought a sandwich for 80 cents, milk for 20 cents, and pie for 30 cents. How much did the meal cost? $1.30. Simplify 3x, x2 x1. -3x3 x2 -3x. The rate at which work is done called power. A poster is 18 inches high and 24 inches long. It was made by enlarging a photograph that was 3 inches high. If the photograph was proportionally enlarged, how long was the original photograph? 4 inches. Which occupation would most likely be involved in genome mapping? Geneticist. Which of the following processes occurs when a substance changes phase from solid directly to vapor? Sublimation. 1/2 plus 1/3 plus 1/4 equals 13/12. Confidant. Someone to whom one tells a secret. The life of a watch battery is typically 3 years. If a watch's battery is 18 months old, what portion of its life remains? 1/2. The multiple positions on a wire stripper are required for various gauge wires. If an employee invests 5% of his pre-tax salary into a retirement plan, the company will match 25% of that amount. How much will the company contribute to the plan if the employee earns $50,000 before taxes? $2,500. A sold-out concert hall seated a total of 8,000 people. If there were 1,400 children and 5,000 men seated, what percentage of seats were occupied by women? 20%. The factors of x caret 2, 8xy plus 15y caret 2 are x5y, x3y. A person wants to install an in-ground swimming pool that will be 25 feet long, 18 feet wide, and 4 feet deep. What volume of dirt will need to be excavated for this pool? 1,800 CUFT. Which of these is an example of an electrostatic discharge? A lightning bolt strikes a tall building. Pique. To cause resentment, to provoke. Which of the values of z would not satisfy 3z, 7, minus 10? What is the value of x if 2/5x 17 equals 15? 80. The function of brake fluid in an automobile is to activate the brakes. The specialized bird feet shown in the illustrations are a result natural and are examples of adaptation. Both parents of a child are carriers of a recessive allele for a disorder. What is the probability of their child having the recessive disorder? 25%. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to 3x, 4 plus y, dash 2.5x? 9.5x plus 3xy.